Hey kids, it's Arp. This is the ArpCast, somewhat live from the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains in eastern Tennessee. Today we talk about different things, weird people, and maybe unicorns and rainbows. We read poetry and short stories too. Most of all, we keep it real. This is the ArpCast, starting now.
ArpCast number 96, Monday, October 15, 2018. You know, we're here, middle of October already, half the month's gone. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's Monday, it's raining, it's just this steady, heavy rain. Steady and heavy. It's been going on for like 3 hours. We're in a restaurant here locally in K-Town. That's what we call it. K-Town, and it just pouring, and ran out to the car. Of course, I had to get the car to seat others, and so it's a rain day. It's a rain day here, and we're enjoying it. So, very long weekend of travel, and I complained about it incessantly all day today. So to Woodard, here goes again. I'm gonna complain. It was a long weekend. I just wanted to go right back to bed this morning, but here you are. So the struggle for wardrobe hegemony is real. It's real, and this is my attempt, apparently, at being airport guy. I didn't realize this is what guys wore through airports, was a T-shirt and a sports coat. But there it is. The struggle is everywhere, and it continues. Also, the struggles of our loved ones go on throughout. Friends, family, just a myriad of people that colleagues. The struggle goes on for them in whatever way they're facing various challenges, and our thoughts are with them. And so I just wanted to say that it's hard to get to everybody every day, but we certainly are hoping that everyone's doing well out there as best they can, given the circumstances. So, one man, one boulder, one eternity. So that's what Sisyphus had right in front of him. He did something crazy, I don't know. And who knows? It's a myth, some Greek thing. And so one boulder, really big, right? And a hill, and the one man, Sisyphus, the king of something, I don't know, some weird Greek word. And he's got to push this boulder up, but just as he gets to the top, the boulder rolls back down. And luckily it doesn't crush him, or maybe that would have been better off if it had just crushed him, because then he'd be over, it'd be done. And he wouldn't have to do this for eternity. But so up and down he went, right? And so what does this amount to in the context of modern and perhaps even postmodern? Just going to adjust my glasses right there. Physics is no work, right? So work equals force times distance. In the very plain, simple algebra, work equals force, the pushing, and then the distance, something moving, right? So if I take this wonderful cup of water and I move it from one side to the other, there's been work done, right? But if I just, and nothing happens, then there's no work, right? So that's the logic, tortured as it is. So here we are, we've got Sisyphus, this man, boulder uphill, boulder downhill, a lot of force, no distance, zero work. I can't get it quite to be zero. Zero work, right? So what does this mean to us? So we live, I believe, in a Sysyphean. I found it. I tried to say that it was a Sysyphean today at work, and trying to be a smart aleck. And there's actually a word, Sysyphean, and then I added paradox. So we live in this paradox, right? So what's the paradox? And so I want to explain, I was trying to get my hands around this concept for a long time, and the the, the story of Sisyphus, I think, makes a lot of sense. So we are constantly, constantly pushing different boulders up a hill, whatever it is, right? Technology, ourselves, whatever. We are trying to improve, do better, and none of this is really an alarmist view of what we should or should not do, right? Each person, each man, each woman, each child, within reason, to his or her own. All right, that has always been my approach to life. Each man to his own. Wrote a song about it. Dwayne Fulmer knows all about it. And what we're up against is every time we go out and we do something. So let's just take, well, where's my phone? This phone, right? This little itty bitty phone. It's an SE, Apple. SE, I was not paid for this. And we somehow we get the phone, and it's not enough, and push the boulder. Someone's done a lot of work to create this phone, and then someone creates a new phone. Oh God! And we look at that, right, and go, "Wow, this is a tremendous amount of work," and da da. But at the end of the day, and I'm trying to do my what's his name? Oh, Black. Lewis Black. He does the fingers. I can't do it. He's just he's magical. And what have we accomplished? We can still talk on it. We can text. We can do apps. I mean, yeah, and the photos and all the stuff and the face recognition, which I don't know. You grow a beard. Does it still know who you are? I guess it does. It's looking at different things. But at the end of the day, the work that's accomplished, from my perspective, is the same. I got into the phone, I used the phone, I made a call, whatever. So the outcome is the same. Faster, better user experience. Yes, yes, yes. All those things. Wonderful. But this paradox is that we think there's this work. We think that there's this new advantage, that we are better off than we were before the new phone. And just the phone is an easy example. Please, Apple, don't send me any papers or men or women in, trench coats and things like that. I'm not interested. Anyway, I got nothing to give you. But we always, the return is really zero in my mind. Because the utility that's derived from whatever it is we've been doing is the same. It's the same. Telegraph, telephone, cordless phone, iPhone, Android, mobile phone, smartphone, whatever you want to call it. The utility is the same. Are we doing a lot more? Absolutely. So is there any argument that work is not gained from all of this? No, I don't think that's necessarily the argument. But, in trying to get advantage, we find that at some point, at the increment, just that little tick over something new, someone's going to beat us. Someone's going to beat the Android, and then someone's coming to beat the iOS, and then the Android, and the Mac, and forth, and that at the increment. At the end of the day, still making phone calls. Can we do it from anywhere in the world? Absolutely. Is it clearer? Sure it is. Still making phone calls. So the boulder, heavy. Our cause is heavy. The hill is steep. What's it going to take to get over? Selfless service. That's it. We'll talk about that more on Wednesday.
Well, kids, you know who this is. It's ARP, damn it. You have been listening to the ArpCast, a sensational, fact-filled experience meant to change the world. I'm happy you stopped by. Our sponsors, those greedy, wily bastards, thank you too. Make sure to write, "This has been the ArpCast." I'm out.